So here's what's going on. My Samsung oven, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was baking something. I heard a pop, psh, and continued baking. Didn't think of anything about it. The next day, looked at the LED lights, the time, and the temperature started to fade away. So I figured, okay, must be something more wrong with the motherboard or the main computer, whatever you want to call it. And then another couple of days later, the oven stopped working. The bake would not work, but it would broil or roast. It would still roast, and it would still broil. So we continue to use it like for bread or something, just to toast it. We had some garlic bread we used, and then of course another pop, and all that went out. Smelled a little smoke. Figured, okay, now whatever's fried here has been fried. Now the cool thing about it is the top of the oven still works. All the burners work perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever. I've turned it off at the breaker just because I don't need it on, because it's a risk, just in case something's really wrong with it. Other than it's not working. Burners work great on top, but now the oven will not turn on at all. Nothing on the whole main frame here. So I bought a replacement from Amazon. I think I paid $130. I'll put the link for this into the bottom section. So now I'm going to go in and actually remove this unit, the main unit here, and replace it with a new unit and see if it works. Like I said, this oven probably costs probably about $1,000. So that's the project. We'll see how it goes. Once again, yep, I turned it off from the breaker, so no issues there. If we need to cook, we can cook on the top part, but I'm not going to risk it. Pretty good oven overall, but she kind of blew a circuit or two, and we're going to fix it. Cool. Alright, here's the stove here. So I've already turned the power off at the breaker, so I'm ready to pull it out now, and I'm starting working on replacing the motherboard, or as I call it over the... Alright, so I'm going to move the stove back now so we can get to the access to the control panel, and then I'll show you where all the screws and everything are located so you can take it off and remove it yourself and save a lot of money from going to get the repairman to come out. So on the back of the unit, you're going to be taking off this screw, it's one here, and 1, 2 here, so it's going to be 5 screws total on the gray cover here, and I'll film this and speed it up, but I'll show you the 5. Alright, so now we're going to remove the grade here. And here's what we're going to be replacing, which is the board, the circuit board for the unit. So it's been powered off for probably 2 days now, but I'm still going to touch all the power stuff with a screwdriver first, make sure nothing's holding any power in there. So on this unit, if you look here, there's a screw here. This screw here is missing, so I don't know if this is the second time this has went bad or not. There's another screw here and one here. I think that one has the ground on it, even though it's not green. Not sure, but I'll go look it up and see. So that's what we're going to be working on next. So what you want to do is make sure the replacement part that you ordered is everything correct. It all matches up. So I have here's the replacement, here's the original unit. Just make sure everything matches up before you start, because if not, then it's not going to work either way. So I'm looking at the existing unit, and I see now which one of the fuses were blown, because I see residue all over it. So it was the C01 that went out. But you probably could have just replaced this, and it may have worked we're going to remove the pieces here. This is the piece that connects it to the LED screen, which is a little difficult getting out. Let's make sure it's not a snap down piece. Oh, there we go. So you pull it out, you pull the piece out, then pull the tab out. Okay, note taken. There's a piece here, it comes in and out, if you can see. Get a little closer. It goes in and out. You pull the tab out, so you have this left over. So that's one piece. Next, we're going to remove these two. These should pop right out. Brown, black on top, blue and white on bottom. Oh, that was tough to get out. So, blue and white on bottom. Next one, you're going to have red and tan going here. Then we're going to remove the one on top, the blue and yellow. It has a clip on the top here, so you can push down the clip, pull out. Easy. Next one's going to be the bottom middle, the yellow and gray. Next is going to be the final big black one, the final of the three bigger black pieces. It's going to be black and tan, and it falls right underneath the battery. You see a battery here. Alright, so now we're working to the middle. The middle section has, the first one is going to be a tan, blue, purple, yellow, and blue piece. And I think this has either a clip on it, or is it pull out? There's a clip on the top, bottom. I'm going to pull it down and pull it out. So you want to, if you see here's a clip here, clip it down, pull it out. This is a black, white on the very bottom here. See where it goes? Black, white. And this one's tough to get out. I'm not sure what's going on here. I lift it up on the bottom to get it over the. Go down now. This one's tough. Okay, so removed all of the clippings here. This one was very hard to, I don't know what was going on there with this, the blue, yellow, purple, blue, tan. It was hard to get off, so I think I put a screwdriver at the bottom. It has a clip on it, so I'll show you on the new one. Here's the one that's pretty difficult to get off. This one here, you have to pull down on it and stick it, pull it up. So now I'm going to remove the screws. We're going to start here. This one. Two. Three. And this one only had three, so I don't know if it's manufactured that way or what. We should be able to remove. This has clips on the end, so you have to lift up on it. 3 clips on the top. Let's clip here, here, and here. I'm gonna slip up on all 3. Okay, so there's another screw. These 2 screws here also need to come out because it's holding on to something behind here. So I'll take those 2 out as well. here is the unit that we took out. And if you look closely right here, you can see it. You can see the one part that actually blew. There's something in this area here blew because I see residue here. Alright, so I'm gonna start off screwing these in here. And you may want to use a manual screwdriver for this because it's at a weird angle and it's kind of hard to get it in. Yep. So after dropping this 2 times, I'm gonna actually manually put this one in because it's at a weird angle and it's a little bit hard to get into. I'll make sure I got it in there right. Start with the tab here. Say pull the tab out, insert it in. Once you insert it in, push in the tab. That's one.